Greetings, chaps, and welcome back to the front. For those of you who joined us in the previous episode, we have lost the Battle of Stalingrad. It was a very hard fight, but sadly the German forces could not pull through. Now we have decided to keep the difficulty on normal as it was during the beginning of this campaign. But if we do fail this mission yet again, in order to keep the series flowing smoothly, we might change the difficulty to easy. But that all depends on how this fight here goes. Now we will try our best to fight the best way we possibly can. And we hope to pull through and win the Battle of Stalingrad.
Secure the two factories. Advance to the Volga River.
Alright, so to remind you guys, give you guys a bit of a recap on the mission, we need to find a way to the industrial area, then we need to secure the two factories that you guys can see in the middle there, and then we need to advance to the Volga River. Now, I'm not going to read the opening part of the mission as I have done that before in the previous episode, but as you guys can see, this is what we need to do in the mission, so let's get it going. Battle of Stalingrad, October 1942.
Find a way through the ruins and breach the entrance of the industrial area.
This time we will do it, gents. This time we will do it. Alright, now we only have 2 medics, guys, and it would be best to keep them alive as much as possible. Now, from the previous time I played this mission, there was a shit ton of fighting happening through the streets over here, especially from the left. So I'm gonna try and actually sort of hopefully predict that from happening, like stop it from happening. Another thing we really need to make sure we stop is the landmines. Like, there's a part where the landmines really hit me very hard in the previous fight, and we need to ensure that that does not happen again. Here we go, here's the first fight. Now we are going to require every single tank. Oh shit, okay, here we go. Let's get our... Let's hope the infantries are close enough to actually spot these guys. Fire, fire, fire! Okay, let's move. Okay, they're coming here. I think we need to move our tanks in a bit closer. I think that would be fine. Including the infantries. And obviously our artillery guns. Now they shouldn't go too far. Let's pause. Artillery guns. Fire at the enemy! We cannot allow a dangerous flank like that to actually happen. Keep him straight like that. And these guys will... I think I'm actually going to get this guy to help him. And these guys should be able to sort out this light tank over here. Let's see how that goes. Now let's move the infantries slightly away from the fire.
Infanterie in Bewegung.
Perfect. Alright. Now we do have a damaged tank that we are definitely going to try and repair, as well as a damaged Panzer III, but he'll be able to repair himself with the repair kit, so that's fine. I'm going to use the repair vehicle to fix up that tank and the supply vehicle to refuel him. Right, I think I'll first need to put a few soldiers inside. So let's see what we have.
Infanterie einsatzbereit. Bereit für die Schlacht.
I'm not sure how many guys you can actually put inside of a tank, but I'm gonna find that out now. Got 4 guys moving in. Okay, it looks like all 4 can actually get inside. Now the refueling is happening and the resupplying. Now we have a new tank in our arsenal. So I'm gonna add him to the first group. Okay, now we're gonna play it very, very safe. We're gonna only send one soldier to come and scout this location here before we actually send our entire force in. Run, run, run! Right, now I'm hoping that they don't have any
Befehle, Kommandant?
anti-tank
Ja, Kommandant.
cannons in the area, but I'm gonna bring my artillery guns as close as possible because they would be able to actually hit the enemy from that location. Now I could send in my soldiers to go and assault first, but that is quite risky, so let me bring the soldiers a little bit closer just so that they can hopefully fire on that location.
Funktionstüchtig.
I believe it should be here.
Artillerie, Feuer!
I don't know if they're getting any hits or not.
Feuer!
Let's try this location here.
Feuert aus allen Rohren!
It seems clear.
Artillerie, Feuer! Ziel unter Beschuss nehmen!
Yeah, I think while they shoot that location, I'm gonna move. I wanna say let's move two of my tanks closer first.
Bereit zum
The
Angriff.
T-34 and the one of the Panzers, as well as this one soldier over here.
Erwarte Befehle. Panzerbrecher in Bewegung. Ja.
Right, we have contact.
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig.
Now it does seem like we'll be able to bring in all our tanks right here, which does not seem like a bad idea. And the the artillery gun should be able to shoot from there, and I hope that they'll be able to actually hit this ground.
Jawohl.
Einsatzbereit.
And then we bring our infantries in as well. Let's bring them in a bit slower.
Artillerie, Feuer! Zu Befehl. Feuert aus allen Rohren!
Einsatzbereit.
Sanitäter unterwegs.
Bewegung, Soldaten!
Panzerbrecher in Bewegung.
Einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
Zu Befehl.
Der Feind! Feuer!
It seems like things are going quite well, except for this few soldiers on the side. But we are doing quite well. I don't think we've lost any soldiers, which is quite good.
Sanitäter
Things are
unterwegs.
going quite well. Alright, now for those of you who might remember, the last time we played this, we actually pushed all the way through to this location here and found out that we couldn't pass, in which case I think we moved back through here, lost a few tanks over here because of landmines, and then we struggled our arse off to get to the street over here. Then we pushed our way through all the way to this location. We did manage to take this, we did manage to take both of the factories, but we died over here because this place is a horrible place to attack. This time, however, we are going to try and squeeze our way through this location here and see what we can do over here. Hopefully attack through this location here, which I'm pretty sure is also still going to have landmines. And then we're going to end up over here, in which case we're going to try and break through this location here, attacking the factory straight over here, and then making our way through to this location here. Now, we're obviously going to have to first take this location before we can even think of attacking the factory, but once we have this location, we are going to try and break through right over here by breaking through the walls and then traveling underneath these pipes. But first we need to see if we can actually squeeze through this location here, so let's check it out. It doesn't seem like he's going to actually make it. Nope, so we are going to have to go around. Oh no, wait, there does seem to be a bit of a road here. Oh no, wait, it's completely blocked. Alright, so our plan of moving through the left has been put on halt. We are now going to try this location here. Seeing that we want to actually get to the street, we're going to move through this location here from the start. Now, I do remember them having landmines right here, so we need to find a different way of actually passing through here. And I don't know how the hell we're going to manage that. Unless we take this road here. Because I'm not in the mood to lose tanks to landmines, honestly.
Einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
Okay, let's send this one rifleman out to go scout.
Minefield ahead!
Okay, so there's a bunch of mines. I don't know how we're gonna take care of those, honestly. There has to be a way. Oh, you just shoot them.
Angriff!
Well, that's not bad.
Das wäre einer weniger. Na los! Bewegung, Soldaten! Infanterie
Oh shit,
in Bewegung.
run!
Beeilung!
Oh fuck, he's down. Let's bring the assault or the artillery cannons in, seeing that we know exactly where the enemy's at. I think let's also risk the T-34 and a light tank to come. I don't think we're gonna need them. I doubt it. Oh shit, a bunch of landmines. Holy shit. Alright, that's quite alarming.
Artillerie! Feuer! Artillerie! Feuer! Ziel unter Beschuss nehmen!
And I'm gonna try and actually just use my artillery guns to shoot these mines. Hopefully it's gonna cause a big enough explosion to take care of them.
Feuer! Bereit zum Angriff. Artillerie! Feuer! Feuert aus allen Rohren!
Now I'm gonna bring another rifleman in just to take a look, to hopefully see whether or not
Kanone wird versetzt!
the mines have been destroyed.
Panzerbrecher einsatzbereit.
Does seem like it, guys, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk one tank. I'm gonna bring one tank out. The most damaged tank I've got, I'm gonna send him in.
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig. Befehle, Kommandant?
I'm gonna send the Panzer II.
Bestätigt!
Now I don't want to lose him because he is gonna get into a bit of a fight, but I'm just gonna move him slightly closer
Na los!
just to test out the mines. It looks safe, guys. I'm pretty sure it's safe.
Infanterie einsatzbereit.
Oh shit, shit, shit.
Infanterie meldet sich zum Dienst. Infanterie in Bewegung. Infanterie in Bewegung.
Okay, we managed to get those guys out. That's perfect.
Wir sind einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
Befehle?
Right, we have our three
Panzerbrecher
new
in
crew
Bewegung.
members, which I'm making it sound like a very good thing to have, but
Infanterie meldet sich zum
that
Dienst.
means we have one less
Jawohl.
tank, which is never a good thing to have. Alright,
MG-Schütze in Bewegung.
now
MG-Schütze in
to take over this
Bewegung.
location here is going to be quite a fight, but I do think we can do it. Does seem like there might be a way for us to flank,
Wir sind einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
but I
Befehle?
think let us use Infanteers for that.
MG-Schütze in Bewegung.
So I'm gonna leave my tanks here for now while I send the Infanteers around to hopefully manage to get to this area so that they can attack from the sides while the tanks move in to attack from the front.
Feindliche
Throw
Einheiten
grenades in here.
gesichtet.
Feuer!
Ziel zerstört. MG-Schütze in Bewegung.
We need artillery support!
Bewegung, Soldaten!
Verstanden.
Okay, it looks to be quiet over here. There's an armored car we can possibly even take.
MG-Schütze in
Doesn't seem
Bewegung.
to be damaged.
Feindliche Einheiten!
Okay, now let's move our artillery trucks
Artillerie
a
einsatzbereit.
little bit closer. I think this would be fine.
Kanone wird versetzt.
And use them to shoot the shit out of this ground over here.
Ziel unter Beschuss nehmen.
Alright, they've destroyed that pillbox. I don't know if you can call it a pillbox, but I'm gonna continue firing over here just to empty out the area a bit more before I actually send in my tanks.
Befehle?
But I think it's time for us to start thinking about doing that, and once they do move in, they're gonna have to move in hard. Hopefully they can pass these artillery trucks over here with the artillery tanks. It's time for me to bring the supply trucks in as well. And once these tanks are in position, guys, we need to ensure a very, very, very quick attack. I'm actually heavily surprised at how far these assault guns can shoot, and I love the fact that the supply vehicles automatically resupply and refuel tanks, or any vehicle in that case. Like, I think this guy's being, I don't know what's happening to him. I think he's just smoking because he's struggling. But I do think it's time for us to move. Alright, my tanks are moving. I've got these guys inside a armored truck. I think the armored truck has now joined the complete squad of infanteers, which is not too bad. I'll just keep them as it is and see how it goes.
Ja, Kommandant.
Ja, Kommandant. Ziel in Sicht.
Okay, now this is quite bad.
Ja,
We need to
Kommandant.
get these infanteers here ASAP. We also need to get grenades on these things. And I do remember that there's usually
MG
a...
geölt und einsatzbereit.
Oh yes, we need to make sure that thing's dead as well.
Angriff! Lass!
Fix yourself, buddy.
Beschädigt.
Oh wait, can't you do that? Oh, shite.
Wir sind einsatzbereit, Kommandant. Ziel unter Beschuss nehmen.
We need to destroy those things ASAP. Come on, take it out, take it out, take it out.
Das wäre einer weniger.
Alright, oh, perfect, alright.
Kommandant.
I'm not gonna say perfect, I think we lost 2 tanks in that, or maybe 1.
Infantry reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, perfect, we have some infantry reinforcements, which is not bad.
Na los.
Let's slowly move these assault tanks a bit
Zu
closer,
Befehl. MG geölt und
including
einsatzbereit.
the...
Ja, Kommandant.
Oh, what the hell? Fuck, man.
Festgenagelt.
Seems like there was one
Jawohl. Wie lauten die
mine we
Koordinaten?
didn't see.
Jawohl.
Right now, our infanteers
Jawohl.
Befehle.
with their armored car are still fine.
MG-Schütze in Bewegung.
Let's link them with these infanteers here. Or I might just keep these guys apart with these few crew members over here.
Infanterie meldet sich zum Dienst.
Oh no, wait, I think they're
Wir
all
sind
in one
einsatzbereit,
group.
Kommandant. Zu Befehl.
Alright, let's put these guys with them.
Ja, Kommandant.
Alright, let's get them a bit closer. And then we do a combined assault. Right, we do have a armored car now, so I'm gonna try and use the armored car to scout instead. I can also open the hatch on the armored car, which is perfect. It seems quiet. Let's bring these soldiers in.
Erwarte Befehle.
Befehle.
Einsatzbereit, Kommandant. Bewegung. Jawohl. Zu Befehl. Bestätigt. Befehle, Kommandant. Verstanden.
Okay, now I want to make sure... Oh shit, flank,
Bereit
flank.
zum Angriff.
Okay, now I'm a little bit afraid to actually turn my back on this area over here, but it does seem to be completely closed down, so... Shit, how are we even going to pass this thing? We're probably going to have to go through here. Right, so let me put my tanks in formation, get
Infanterie
my
einsatzbereit.
assault guns ready ASAP,
MG geölt und einsatzbereit.
and now we are most likely going to have to make heavy use of the infanteers, and we're probably going to lose a few of them as well, which is
Zu Befehl.
quite bad. Let me close the hatch
Wir sind einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
and bring these bastards closer. I think if I move quickly, I might be able to actually bomb the majority of these trucks coming in. But let's see.
Artillerie einsatzbereit. Bestätigt.
Löscht sie aus.
Okay, there's a tank incoming. if I move my infanteers a bit closer, I might be able to actually
Bereit zum Angriff.
use grenades on it to avoid it actually hitting my tanks.
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig. Auf dem Weg. Befehle? Artillerie einsatzbereit.
I'm gonna send
MG-Schütze in Bewegung.
these guys a bit closer. Let me keep this guy at the back. Okay, now it does seem like he's retreating.
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig.
I might be able to hit him with my artillery. Let me bring them a bit
Kanone wird
closer.
versetzt. Bewegung.
Let's hope this works.
Allen Rohren.
Okay, now I'm not sure if I'm hitting anything, but I can maybe move these soldiers in a bit closer. Let me just take one.
Ja. Bewegung. Feindliche Einheiten.
Oh shit, shit, shit. Oh, what the fuck.
Wir sind
Okay, now that
Einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
did at least give us some indication of what's happening. I wish we had air support. Now how the hell are we gonna get through? Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send in my tanks and my infanteers in one clean swoop. I'm calling it a clean swoop, but it's not gonna be clean, it's gonna be bloody as fuck. But I cannot send my infanteers in alone, they're gonna get wrecked, and I also cannot send my tanks in alone, they're gonna get wrecked, so we need to hopefully do this together.
Jawohl. Erwarte Befehle.
Also, as soon as I can get my assault guns close enough, or as soon as I can see any targets on the screen, I'm gonna definitely shoot them as quick as possible. Here we go, here we go. Okay, we need to sort out these goddamn tanks. They might not even be our biggest problem.
Feuern aus allen Rohren.
Now we can't stop, we need to constantly move forwards. I do believe they are going to have even more anti-tank vehicles over here,
Infanterie
so we really
einsatzbereit.
need to make sure that we constantly move forwards. I'm going to try and revive this guy over here.
Auf dem Weg. Wie lauten die
Okay, now the
Koordinaten?
assault guns need to move way closer so that they can start getting a few shots off.
MG geölt und einsatzbereit.
Okay, if I'm quick, I might be able to actually get the repair vehicle to repair that light
Bewegung,
tank.
Soldaten.
Einsatzbereit,
These guys can
Kommandant.
just take care of this anti-tank gun. That will help a shitload. But we can't just stay here, we need to push forwards, and we need to also watch out for this bunker over here, or the trench. It might be filled with soldiers and they might be able to push and do a counter attack. Right now we have destroyed one of the anti-tanks. Alright. Now we just need to still push forwards to ensure that we take out all of these enemies. We can't let our tanks
Kanonen einsatzbereit.
relax just yet. We need to push. Our infanteers need to push.
Congratulations.
Let's do it.
Advance on the entrance.
Ziel unter Beschuss.
Reinforced.
Right, let's throw a few grenades in here.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Koordinaten, Kommandant? Einsatzbereit, Kommandant. Na los, Feuer!
Bereit für die
Shit,
Schlacht.
need to get these guys in the trenches and hopefully throw a few grenades on these guys. Maybe one on this.
Bewegung, Soldaten. Tötet
Go
sie.
guys, go, go, go! How's the repairing going of this tank over here? It's going quite good.
MG geölt und
I'm guessing we can put a few guys in here. Let's rather use the crew members. Let's see, where are they at?
Infanterie in Bewegung.
Alright, we are moving a few guys into the new tank that we have repaired. We bring our supply trucks to help this tank over here. And hopefully Oh, we've done it. We've done it. Now we just need to push through and take this location over here. But I think we are getting the counter attack at the moment, which is quite bad.
Jawohl.
But I think our infantry should be able to sort that out rather
Ja,
easily,
Kommandant.
MG-Schütze meldet
including
sich zum
some
Dienst.
fire from our
Angriff!
assault guns.
Sie aus!
MG geölt und einsatzbereit.
Feuer! Feuer!
Ziel in Sicht!
MG-Schütze meldet sich
Oh
zum
shit, shit,
Dienst.
shit. Oh, this is bad. This is fucking bad. We need to move them out ASAP. Move, 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 guys, move. Move.
Bestätigt!
Watch out! They're flanking us!
Alright, I need to get the tanks in. And as you guys can see, we also do have reinforcements right over here. We're going to keep them as a group for now, until they've actually linked up with the rest of the group.
Erwarte Befehle.
Let me add this tank to the current tank regiment
Einsatzbereit,
or
Kommandant.
group.
Erwarte Befehle.
Alright, we are going to have to bring in a tank or two to actually aid these
Wie lauten
guys.
die Koordinaten?
Or we could maybe bring the assault guns and use them instead, seeing that we are running low on tanks. Because I do believe our guys should be able to sort out those two tanks, unless there's more. But let's see how it goes.
Auf dem Weg!
Infanterie in Bewegung!
Into the trenches, men!
Ja, Kommandant.
If these fuckers come close, we finish them.
Einsatzbereit, Kommandant. Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig.
Befehle, Kommandant?
Okay, we are gonna have to definitely use grenades on these guys, including these guys over here. They've only got 2 remaining, so that is quite
Befehle, Kommandant?
alarming.
Jawohl!
Okay, they were sorted out rather easily. Now we just need to ensure that this light tank has been destroyed.
Erwarte Befehle!
Alright, this is quite bad. I think let's fall back, guys.
In Bewegung, Kommandant!
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig. Sie ist zerstört.
Right, now we have destroyed those guys. I'm gonna try and heal this soldier down here.
Verstanden.
Bereit für die Schlacht! Feuer! Feuer! Das wäre einer weniger! Feind vernichtet!
Alright. Holy shit, that was rough.
Na los!
Right now, hopefully... Oh, tanks have arrived. I'm gonna increase the size of my supply group. I'm also gonna keep a group of my
Erwarte Befehle.
vehicles inside the supply group as well, such as the transport vehicle. There's a bunch of soldiers on the inside, but I'm gonna leave them as they are.
Verstanden.
Let's group these guys up.
Bewegung.
Alright guys, compared to the last time we got to this area, we have 10 times more. We actually have 5 tanks, we have 2 groups of soldiers, including medics. I think we've only got... We still got 3 medics left, so that's actually perfect. I should actually try and keep my medics in one group, but I'm gonna do that next time I play with these infanteers, I think. But I shouldn't take any risks, guys. I don't want to lose. So far I've been doing quite well. So let me try and keep all my medics in one group. Alright, all 3 of my medics are in a group now. That's actually perfect. I should have done that ages ago. But now guys, it's time for us to push through to the last area. Now guys, I apologize for this very long video. I want to try and keep these videos at 2 parts. I might make it 3 parts if this video is really that long. But I'm going to end the video as soon as I take this place over here, if I can hopefully do that, guys. But let us push. Okay, now the tank I've got in the front, one of my medium tanks, is driving with his hatch open, which is quite risky, of course, but
Infanterie einsatzbereit!
we have to move quite slow, and I don't want to risk my infanteers. They are actually quite valuable,
Fahrzeug funktionstüchtig.
but I think let's move them a bit closer. Right, everyone is moving except for the supply wagons. But I think it's time for them to get a bit closer. Still nothing. It seems like we might actually be able to get there quite soon, guys.
Der Feind.
Here comes the Russians. And now I do believe it's just one more push until we get there.
Einsatzbereit.
Kanonen einsatzbereit. Befehle, Kommandant?
Sanitäter einsatzbereit.
In Bewegung.
Now I don't want to send these guys over here too close because I'm not sure what would be in this area over here. But as soon as I see that there's nothing, I'm going to move them in. I think that this should be fine. Alright, let's see how that goes. Okay, we have our first signs of movement. Let's bring our tanks a lot closer. Or our assault guns.
Fahrzeug.
And let's hope that our infantries are going to be fine.
Kanone, Fahrzeugfunktion.
Ziel in Sicht.
Where the hell are you guys going? Come back!
Bewegung. Na los.
Ist jemand
I'm going to
verletzt?
try and use my artillery to actually fire on this ground. I don't think they're going to reach that far, but I'm going to tell them to move in a little bit closer, which I do believe they would be able to manage, but I don't think they need to shoot there anymore. I think they should stay right where they are.
Befehle?
I'm going to move my tanks a bit closer,
Einsatzbereit, Kommandant.
and then most likely use my infantries to bomb the
Soldaten
shit
sind
out of them.
einsatzbereit.
Let's move these guys in.
Beeilung.
Jawohl.
Okay, here we go. Okay, now that does seem
Koordinaten,
quite
Kommandant.
concerning.
Sie reparieren und füllen nach.
I'm going to try and throw a few grenades on this tank over here because it's a heavy tank.
Ja,
Holy
Kommandant.
shit. I don't know if this is overkill, but we need to kill this thing before he wrecks even more tanks. Now let me use my artillery guns to fire as much as they can, and hopefully move in this medium tank behind him to get a good shot as well.
Feuer. Ziel zerstört.
Hier kommt der Nachschub.
Einsatzbereit.
We could barely scratch the armor of that beast. Flank it, guys.
Alright, now this guy's getting quite close, but I need him right behind him. Okay, now it doesn't seem like my infantry are doing much to it. It does look like the grenades did do some damage, but not as much as I was hoping.
Feuer. Feuer.
But this guy needs to hopefully sort out this tank.
Feuer eröffnen.
Come on, guys.
Befehle, Kommandant.
That should be more than enough.
Das wird
Excellent. We have crushed the
Ah, thank
defenses.
goodness. Alright.
Before we can march on the Volga River, however, we must secure the 2 factories in the area.
Beeilung.
Alright guys, we have successfully taken this area over here in the middle, which basically means we are halfway done with this mission. Now guys, I apologize that this mission was so long so far, or this episode was so long, but as you guys could see, I was playing it incredibly safe, and I do feel that it did actually pay off, and that's how I'm going to be playing every mission from now on.
Wir sind einsatzbereit.
But guys, that'll be the end of this episode. As always, if you guys have any comments or ideas, please leave it down in the comment section. But until then guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep it real. Very real.